Jai Hind friends, I'm Major Gaurav Arya and you're watching the latest news of the day. Chandrayaan has been a spectacular success and the entire world is celebrating, along with India. And for Indians, there are many takeaways from this. It has everything to do with nationalism, patriotism, prestige that comes with a successful space mission. It has everything to do with, touching the right spots in the Indian economy, jobs, various companies which will now get into the act, space exploration, space tourism, and so many things. The Prime Minister mentioned it yesterday in his speech also. So all this is there. But what really touched my heart was a 7-year-old girl in the morning who said that when she grows up, she wants to work for ISRO. And this is, I think, the greatest contribution of Chandrayaan 3. The sense of success, the sense of pride, the sense of achievement, and the sense of wonder in a child as young as 7 years old who says that when she grows up, she wants to work for ISRO. And I think this is phenomenal. This is the right thing, or this is the takeaway that, I have taken from this entire Chandrayaan episode, that other things will happen, the economy, the jobs, the prestige, all that is a given. But for a moon mission to motivate the youth of this country is something which is exceptional. Now, Prigozhin, you all remember Prigozhin, the head of the Wagner group, and Prigozhin, the head of the Wagner group, died in mysterious circumstances. It seems that he was traveling in an aircraft with a few close supporters, and the aircraft suddenly crashed, and nobody knows how the aircraft crashed. Now, so ladies and gentlemen, what had happened was that Prigozhin, the head of the Wagner group, is known as Putin's chef. He was in prison for a very long time. When he came out, he started a restaurant. Putin ate at his restaurant. Putin loved his food. And then he started getting these massive contracts. We've discussed this in this platform before. On this platform before, we've discussed all of this. He started getting major Kremlin contracts for state banquets. And he started supplying food there. He came to be known as Putin's chef. During the American elections, he set up this underground force of social media people, and he actually managed to influence American elections. And Putin was so impressed that he said, okay. And somewhere along the line, the Wagner group was created, and then the Wagner group started supplying troops and started being let us say, an informal arm, a non-state arm of the Russian state. So whenever Russia wanted to get something dirty done, for which the state was not willing to take responsibility, they would send Prigozhin's men. Prigozhin's men were mostly, the core group was formed out of Russian special forces, Spetsnaz, other people who served in the Russian army, criminals, people who were taken out of jails, prison, violent men. And they were the hammer of Russia's foreign policy in Africa, in parts of Asia, wherever Russia wanted to exert influence, especially in the global south. That is where Prigozhin was most active. Now, what happened was that when last year Russia declared war on Ukraine, Prigozhin was, along with the Wagner group, the forefront. In fact, he did not get involved in the war immediately. It was only after a few months that Russia, when it was not able to make the proper headway and they were, stuck in a stalemate, that is when the Wagner group came and they did a lot of stuff in Ukraine. But there was the sense of betrayal that the Russian war ministry was not helping them, or the Russian generals were not helping them. They were not getting weapons and ammunition on time, whereas they were the people who were taking the maximum casualties. And this is why Prigozhin revolted. On the face of it, that is the reason that he gave, and he revolted. And he actually wanted to march the columns right up to Moscow and overthrow the Putin government. Now, he should have known, Prigozhin should have known, the Wagner group should have known that, there is no forgiveness in Russia for treason. In no country there is forgiveness, but in Russia they actually kill you. And he was killed. According to Russian media and social media reports, Prigozhin is no more. And ladies and gentlemen, here is a list of all the people who have been killed or supposedly been sentenced to death informally, not by the courts, but by Vladimir Putin. Whether they are in Washington DC, whether they are in London or inside Russia or some European city, it does not matter. If you go against Putin, Putin will have you killed. So ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video, press like. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care, and I'll see you again tomorrow with another fresh video. Till then, Jai Hind.